Hey water signs, welcome to the channel. It's Michelle, your practical priestess here at Divinely Genuine. So we're here to do y'all's summer tarot reading for the summer of 2018. So it's for all water signs. Obviously it's Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, Cancerians. And so I've communed with Spirit. I have a feeling maybe I should go back to doing that on the camera. If anyone wants to comment and let me know what you think. Because I like for people to see how I commune with Spirit and bless the cards. But then I feel like people want shorter videos. You know, so that's why I started like just cutting the cards on camera to make shorter videos. But anyway, so they've been blessed and all that good stuff. And we're ready to start. So again, it's for the water signs for summer of 2018. Oh gosh, I almost started without cutting it. Alright. Let me just start. No. Sorry, I was going to say maybe I should just start the video over, but then I had already started cutting it, so. Today is the summer solstice. Happy summer solstice. Yay for summer. My year's been kind of weird. Like, typically I would have been to the beach like at least, let's see, we're like mid-June, at least like 6 times or something. And like, I think I've been like once. Has it just been once? It's crazy. So I can't wait until next month when my children are home and we can go to the beach. I may go this weekend. Anywho. Okay, so let's get started with y'all's reading. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. And I'm using the Tarot Illuminati deck as well as the Carolyn Miss Archetype cards. And, you know, I always read the book because I'm learning tarot. I say I'm learning, but I feel like not a lot of it's sticking because I'm just reading. But and then I have this book too. I was kind of looking through it after I shuffled, and I don't know, it's kind of neat. I may start to read a little bit from that, but not on this one since I've already done the fire signs and earth signs. I don't feel like it's fair. So, anywho. That, and I just got back from walking my dog, and so I'm going to pause the video to turn on my air because I'm hot. Okay, cool, thanks. Appreciate you. Let's see if this is good. Okay. Alright, water signs, summer 2018. We're starting out with the Emperor. Nice. Mars will be in retrograde. This card represents Aries seated in his power. And Aries is ruled by Mars. And so Mars goes retrograde on the 26th of June, I believe, is the day, which is like, I believe that's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. And I'm not sure when it ends. I believe it's in August. I'd have to check. So that may be why we're getting this Emperor card, but let me see what we've got here with the Emperor. He's seated in his power. It's power and how you use it, responsibility. It's being in a position of power and leadership, authority, somebody in a higher position than others. It's structure and order, laws to abide by, a strong masculine figure. It's activity and primal force, solving conflict through power. It's courage, ambition, giving order. So I've been wondering a lot about the Mars retrograde and what that means for us, and we may need to try a little harder in taking action. We may not feel it as strongly. Um, so, yeah, so don't not take action on your goals and dreams and all of that stuff. I wouldn't, just my personal thing, I'm not going to start anything like, I may start projects, brand new ones, I don't know, but I'm not going to like put it out there as in like release anything, I'm not going to finish something and put it out for sell or for view or for, you know what I mean? So, as Mars in retrograde, you can do whatever you want, obviously, but yeah, that's just kind of what, like, I don't want something to be born with Mars in retrograde, I feel like I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, so the Emperor, so you guys have the courage and ambition and leadership during the summer, okay? Which is awesome, even though Mars is in retrograde. And then we have, wow, this is very much like the fire signs. I promise, or was that the earth sign that got the vision? I want to say it was the fire signs. Very cool. I promise, I shuffled. Plus that was like 2 readings ago. Anyway, so we've got the visionary card reversed. So the way I read it is reversed is taking on an inward state. And the visionary card is the capacity to envision something that has not been done before. So it's like your unique spark, okay? It's capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. It's willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Look how beautiful. Look at the art. I love the art on there. So they're not worried about personal gain. They're worried about getting out of them and into the world their unique vision. So that's really cool. The shadow side of this card is selling insights to the highest bidder. It's compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Every time I think that way or I read that, it just automatically for me brings me like a certain sadness. I guess because that's how I feel is the state of the whole world. It's basically why I named my business Divinely Genuine, because I know innately that we all have a unique spark that we are to give to the world. And because of the need to survive, basically everyone changes that to accommodate the world, everyone seems to put what do I want to say, like a towel over that flame within, and it's sad. And I'm kind of doing it myself, because I feel like for me, and I don't want to go on about my own situation, but just to make it relatable and, so you guys, I'm there with you through all this stuff, but in order to make my dreams and our dreams possible, you do have to have a certain amount of money, and so I feel I'm kind of in the middle of like, dude, am I doing what's right by like doing this job that's giving me money to survive, and then hopefully a little more to put towards, what will make me happy and building a more financially free future, and putting out my specific, my divinely genuine spark, right? Or am I to, totally trust spirit to put it all together? Like, it's kind of hard to decide, but I definitely think if we're not working towards putting out that, I'm sorry, I mess with my hands so much. Jeez, I thought that was a Gemini thing. Sorry, Geminis. Wait, this is water. Haha. But like, I thought that was a Gemini thing, and I feel like now it's a Libra thing, because like, dude, Anywho. Uh, but so what was I saying? Oh, so like, what's really sad is when you're, you've totally forgotten about that childhood dream, that divinely genuine spark that is within you. And not just within, but it is within you, but it's within you because it's coming from source. And, so to totally forget about that spark, that desire within, and to change it to accommodate your lifestyle or the world, it could make me teary if I allowed it. The moon is in Cancer right now. But because it's just like they win, like we become this structured, unemotional society. I mean, this is beautiful to talk about with you water signs. Like, you guys especially, like, don't hide those emotions. Like, be human. Let the world know that it's okay to be human again. Like, we have lost it, I'm going to go ahead and keep going because I'm going to get so preachy here. So yes, please, water signs, during the summer, be courageous, be ambitious with your unique vision. Even if you don't feel like it, since we'll have Mars in retrograde, little by little, it's okay. If you don't know that vision, spend time at creating that again. It's there, it's within. Okay? And if you guys ever feel too emotional because of the water energy that you're radiating inwardly and then there outwardly, get quiet, meditate. And I find it interesting that the Peace Dealer made me aware that you guys are healers. Obviously, anyone can be a healer, but apparently the water signs have an innate ability to heal. And that's awesome and amazing. And you've got to be able to be in control of your thoughts. Okay? So we've got the Two of Pentacles. Wow, this one has came up as well. I don't know which reading it was. It's so interesting. So Two of Pentacles is the learning to dance with the changes of life. Obviously, that is the one certain, is that life will bring us changes. Speaking of that, we have the eclipses as well this July and August. And so there will be major changes in all of our lives. Get with an astrologer if you'd like to know how that's going to affect you directly. But it will bring about changes. And life is going to change. We know this, right? And so it's learning to balance that change. It says change is the only certainty, learning to adapt to a situation, being flexible, juggling responsibilities, learning that you cannot hold on to things forever, becoming a student of life, changing perspective, embracing a new lifestyle, knowing the daily ups and downs of life. And guys, I do want to say, like, as we are, sorry, my mind starts to wonder. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe how much this is starting out like one of the other signs readings. As we like create these dreams and realize more within what we want to give to the world, what changes we'd like to see in the world, I just want to remind you, like, as you're juggling the change, trying to make things happen, we're trying to bring changes in the world, don't forget to enjoy the journey. Like, don't forget to embrace the moments, the sweet moments, the hard moments that make the sweet moments sweeter. Like, just embrace it all, because we don't know if we'll make those come to fruition. You know, nobody's promised another moment. So enjoy your journey. Ooh, it's a different card. We've got the Messiah reversed. It's serving humanity with humility. Okay? So as you're taking action here with the Emperor, and inwardly, as the visionary card was reversed, inwardly keeping your sight on your vision, and again outwardly learning to balance the change life will bring this summer. Inwardly, you remind yourself that you are serving humanity with humility. That's the light attribute of this card. I recently got to go see the Leo King in Dallas, Texas on his Fate Train tour, and it was amazing. He is has a very humble demeanor about him. That's my impression, of seeing him online and having a certain perspective of how I think he is online, and then seeing him in the physical and all of that, having this other, like, wow, this guy is really humble as he serves humanity with his skill. And it's a beautiful thing, very beautiful thing, and so important. It just makes everything he does so much more meaningful and purposeful, and it's really cool. So the shadow side of this card is exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Yes. Realize that fate will be, whatever will be, like that song, right? Que sera, sera. And yes, you should do your part and create your vision and give it all that you have as you care for yourself and enjoy your life. But don't put all that pressure on yourself that it's the only way that hungry people overseas will get food, or that, whatever it is that's important to you that makes you want to, that you want to have an effect in. Okay? What is to be will be. It's not just you. God will give you a tribe and a team to help you. Moving on, we've got the Fool reversed. Reverse, it's taking on an inward state again, and it is the Fool card. The Fool card is basically an Aries card again, or a Mars, and this could actually maybe represent that Mars retrograde that I was talking about, because the Fool card represents rushing in as Aries does with little thought, just like real excited and like, whoa, and rushing in and not thinking twice about it. And not that Aries is so excitable like that, but Aries will rush in without thinking things through. They will be the first to get like a project up off the ground, that sort of thing. But may worry about the like fine details later. But as this was reversed, I feel like, if I read it the way I normally would, where, inwardly you're feeling like rushing in, but so with Mars retrograde, you could feel some resistance to actually rushing in the physical. You have this all, feeling like you need to and you want to, but there's some restriction. Because we will have to push a little harder during this retrograde, during this summer. I'm sorry, let me go ahead and read the Fool card. And that is a major arcana card. You've got two major arcana cards and a pentacle. So I didn't mention, but the pentacles typically will represent our self-value and worth, which is then reflected in our resources and monetary gains. The Fool is the infinite possibility of chaos. I just love the art in this book. It's the same as on the card, but super cool. Themes and concepts: potential, the chaos before actuality, new beginnings, innocence, naivety, childishness, taking the first steps on a long journey. Yeah, dude, so whatever this passion is, this vision, and whatever you feel that you need to serve humanity with, as these two Visionary Messiah cards are reversed, so you're more feeling this. Know that it's going to start with the first step, if you haven't already done that. The first step this summer, okay? At least the first step. You know, taking the first steps on a long journey. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Newness, the blank slate. Innate joy in life. Awesome. Being a traveler through life, standing on a precipice of change. Removing fear. Yes, Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio. Sorry, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Remove that fear so you can move forward. Okay? Release. You guys have to do mental work to release those emotions. Release what's going on. Get quiet, get alone, so that you can get in nature, so that you can separate your energy from what you've picked up throughout the day. Practice visualizing in the shower that, you know, the water is rinsing you clean and anew from, you know, the day or the day before, depending on when you take your showers, you know. Twice a day is cool for me, before bed and in the morning. But do your thing, you know. Freedom, the state before the journey begins. Okay. And then we've got here the athlete, which is also reversed. Okay. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps. Development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. Okay. So this again is inwardly, so there's going to be some resistance to it on the outward expression. You guys may feel a little resistance and need to push a little harder in the areas of developing that willpower and strength of spirit to make all of this come to fruition this summer. You got to be more dedicated. The shadow side of this card is misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends. False sense of invulnerability and entitlement. Lots of reversed cards. Okay, guys, so as you're embracing your power, water signs, your leadership role, you are keeping within you that vision, that unique, let me turn it around so you can see, that unique, divinely genuine spark that you will put into action as you embrace this power, this ambition and courage this summer. And as the Two of Pentacles will bring change, and life will bring change this summer with the eclipses, you remember inwardly, as the Messiah was reversed, that you are doing this to serve humanity with humility. And as you're feeling some resistance to the first steps and the chaos before things come to fruition, you remain dedicated and you develop your personal willpower and strength of spirit this summer. Thank you so much, water signs, for your support. I love you guys. Oh, sorry. I hope y'all enjoyed this summer tarot reading for the elements. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you feel led. I love you. Thank you so much. Happy summer solstice. Peace.